What up, folks? We back. It's your boy Trails, and we got Fat Joe coming out. We got this article to go over first. What did Fat Joe say about FBA groups and Puerto Rican Trump supporters? Rapper goes viral over use of the N-word during podcast. Now, if we go to X and type in Fat Joe, first thing pop up here is from the homie I exposed here. And what do you see right here? Let's bring her closer so you can see. I want you to be able to see this. Mr. Fat Joe here is registered as what exactly? A white male. Now let's go ahead and use X because the podcast in question, the interview where the viral situation occurred, has been deleted, but it was clipped up. Now, under fair use of this situation, I could provide you the video of what he said in relevance and then read you the article. So let's do that first.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is.
You hear that?
New Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And that shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it.
And look at him. He on the couch laughing, because he agrees with him because he's not FBA. So he don't have a dog in the fight when he is disrespecting black Americans. That's why even though he looks black, at the end of the day, he's not really. And that's what we call out. And that doesn't make you a racist for calling that out if this is the way he's going to act when he says that. All it does is prove our point.
Shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Yo, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from.
He's trying to change the narrative. For one, there is no leader. Being FBA, there's 43 million. No, actually 49.725 right now. It's way more than 43. It's about 49, almost 50, by the way. So there's no leader or none of that. Don't nobody want to be a leader of anything because of what happened to Malcolm X. Don't nobody want to be a leader for anything because of what happened to Martin Luther King Jr. And that's understandable. And anybody should be able to understand that at the end of the day.
From New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro. These rumors were made by radical black racists.
Whatever, bro. So yeah, Mr. Puerto Rico, but he swears he's black and part of the fam. Mr. Identify as white though on his citizenship. Fat Joe was so fat and obese his entire life that his legs forever bent due to the pressure from his weight over the years. Look at spaghetti legs right here. Mr. Knock-Knee right there. That's ridiculous. You got a nerve to be dissing other people when that Ozempic is just now starting to kick in, but it looked like it don't work for the legs though. That's all cellulite under that. If Fat Joe is shit on his own people like that, do you really think he gives a fuck about us? It's the same rocket science. Yeah. We running low, so we gonna hurry up this video before it dies. Cause I'm actually outside right now. But you can get a gist of what everybody is saying here on Twitter. Yeah, childhood picture looks like a little white guy to me. Doesn't look like nigga approved, to keep it a stack. What is this dude talking about?
Black Cargo stages standing like that. So, Joe had that, I didn't have that upcoming where black people treated me a certain way because I was fluorescent white. It is hard being fluorescent white in the hood. It is. So I understand his thing and I understand where he had to fight for it and you know what I'm saying, and become that accepted by the most majority of black and brown people inside the hood that he came from.
But
I
black
understand
people
that.
put him on in the game, though, right? Because DITC put him
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, but it's still in you. It's still in you if you went through that kind of oppression, if you really felt that. You know what I'm saying? Which you probably felt in the beginning when you're coming up young, but you have to fight just like I did. I didn't know English. So
And that's the thing too. You can't put everybody on because there is a lot of people that will be grateful, but you got your people who ain't grateful and people who resent you for it, and they will always look at you a certain way for putting them on, which becomes a curse to them to begin with. So, yeah, you can't bring every horse to the pond and let it drink, as they say. And this is a great representation of why you can't do that. Because look at the thanks we get today from this guy, the people who then funded this obesity of a man.
I have to fight. You know what I'm saying? But to hold it to this day and age, like I said, man, I took that more of a little fire under our feet.
And speaking of that, I didn't have more black folks that donated to Fat Joe than me. I got donations at the end of every video I do. I didn't have two people up for like 2 months. So at the end of the day, yeah, when it comes to support, more FBAs to support Fat Joe. And look at the thanks he get for that. So yeah, than actual FBAs. So that kind of pisses me off a little bit. But hey, what can you do? He been rapping and acting for a long time. Been rubbing grease palming, probably trying to set this up for this whole time. And when he messed up, it's when he came out and said that Puerto Rican contribution to rap was 50-50. And that's when all of this down spiral. Not to mention Tyreek Nasheed's video microphone check. Then you got 7 a.m., 8 a.m., with legends. So we don't need people like him to mirror about the history of rap because a lot of the people who formed and created that history are still alive today. So what the hell do we need Fat Joe for? If anything, there's another video where he came out and said that his brother carried crates for Grandmaster Flash. Then we should be talking to his brother.
So
To become
he was the
better.
coach giving you guys the halftime speech, basically.
Yeah. I didn't
Okay.
take it. But
Got
like I heard him and Macho say stories where now it's demeaning and being real racist to black people. Him and
Wait,
Macho.
wait, wait. What you mean?
The two white guys at the crew is him and Macho. And
Okay,
then you got
but
Raul,
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
but
No, like,
what
but
is
you
the
got him and
story
Macho.
though?
Macho was a fucking, he hung out with the Jewish guys. So he was really demeaning when it came to black people. And Joe would join that conversation.
And one of the reasons why I got this right here to the left, as you can see, so you can see his most recent little songs that he came out with 10 days ago ain't really doing too well as a musician. You know what I'm saying? Those are pretty bad numbers. So yeah, he's pretty upset at the black community now which probably led to him coming and crashing out. So,
Well, what is the story though? Can you share the
I'm
story?
not telling you the story. I'll let them tell the story. I mean,
All right, all right.
they're never going to say it. But it was real demeaning, racial shit. But
Gotcha.
that's within, you know what I'm saying, the camp of the Spanish guys.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think everybody does it. Black people do it. White people do it. When they
he tried to give him a little leeway at the end, give him a little justification, but nah, it's too late for Fat Joe. But yeah, as you can see here, folks have been on his heels, and I'm going to give you a good visual of what people are saying. A few things I don't give a fuck about. Travis Hunter. Yep, and I got a Travis Hunter video out. You can go ahead and watch that too. And I made some pretty good critical shots at Deion Sanders for his lack of care and keeping these kids knowledgeable. And I think it was really justified. Single people business, yeah. Childless folk business, Fat Joe, NBA ratings this past election cycle. Missed me with all of that. Yeah, pretty much. Fat Joe refused to give up his autistic son Joey for adoption after his son's mother wanted to do so, or she would walk away. Instead, if him and his family chose to raise him himself. Well, that's good. I mean, I don't want to take shots at him for his family over the situation. You don't need to bring his child into it, whether he's like that or not. So we're not going to do that, because there's a lot of folks that don't got no son at all. So what do you say about them people? And I got one. Matter of fact, my kid will be in college in 2 years. But the Dodgers had Ice Cube perform. The Yankees had Fat Joe. New York fell off bad. Yeah. What Tariq Nasheed say? White Puerto Rican Fat Joe says foundational black Americans are broken. FBAs are black racists. Fat Joe is still upset that the film microphone check completely shut down that blacks and Puerto Ricans created hip hop 50-50 line. I said that earlier, yeah. And I didn't even see this. So yeah, I say the same thing, fam. Yeah, I watched both of them. And they were great. So, and there's nothing he can do to dispute it because them is the OGs in the video. What you gonna say? Why is nobody asked? No, we don't want to go with allegations and none of that. So we don't need to play dirty because he's playing dirty. We can keep our eyes focused on the situation at hand. Fat Joe is right. He described what FBA is. FBA is not a lineage. FBA is an ideology fueled by hate and led by Tariq Nasheed. What Tariq followers don't realize is that he's making millions off of their ignorance. FBA are sheep, and Tariq Nasheed is their shepherd. He must be an African Tether man. This isn't the real Nas, but the Latino Fat Joe got put by black Americans only to come out as an anti-black American racist. This is a good case study on how foreigners eat off of black Americans, then immediately stab us in the back. We don't need these foreigners. They need us. Close the door on them. Yeah, man. Observation in the last couple of years. When people want to designate black American culture, they often use terms like FBA or ADOS despairingly. Take Fat Joe, for instance. His comments were wholly racist and inappropriate. Shout out to you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, see? Black Tucker Carlson Jr., Fat Joe. Now who's going to tell me that I can't say nigga? This will boost smoke when Jordan brands choose to sponsor as a representative of their brand. Yeah, and we need to have a holler about that too. If people like this are gonna go out and be racist, then we need to go ask these brands and these sponsors why they supporting them. The same way my channel was attacked by my sponsors and advertisers who didn't agree with my videos, and you know, well, that's a whole different story. But anyways, Fat Joe says that if Jay-Z and Rock Nation hadn't partnered with the NFL, then there wouldn't be a hip-hop artist during the halftime show. Shut up. Academic, shut your bitch ass up. Fat Joe obsession with Black American culture, but yet he got on Chris Rock voice on his shit. Yeah, at the start of this video, the song right here, he got Chris Rock, Remy Ma, Ty Dolla $ign, Cool and Dre, Tony Sunshine. It's all just features. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 song, four songs by himself. Karma Nova, Dre. This is Mr. Feature Master. And that's what we're talking about. All he is features. Hey, even right now, 10 days ago, he's trying to get Chris Rock and Remy Ma to put him on. Probably paid Chris Rock an arm and a leg and still ain't recouped yet. And he got the nerve to come out and say something like that. Bruh, you tripping. But we're going to end this video before this device dies and it don't record. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Make sure you definitely hit that like, hit that sub, get at me. And like always, deuces.